I cannot believe I waited this long to review the UPPAbaby Minu V2. You guys have been asking for it, so here it is. We're gonna go through all the details to hopefully help you decide if this is the right stroller for your family. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm a mom of 3 kids under the age of 4, and I review strollers and baby gear for you that I use with my 3 children to hopefully help you decide which option is best for your family. If you are not already, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you do decide to purchase the Minu, please shop through the links below because it really helps us to be able to make more videos like this. So the UPPAbaby Minu retails for $399.99, just at $400, which compared to a lot of its competitors, they retail for more like $450 plus, and a lot of them don't include things like a bumper bar as well as the adjustable footrest. So you are definitely getting a lot for that $399. So starting with the handlebar, it is not adjustable. However, it is nice and tall, and especially with the way the wheels are spread out, it is definitely a good option for tall parents. And I just love the quality of UPPAbaby, just in everything you feel and the push and all of that, which we'll get to in just a little bit. I was just testing this, and then we also had my other toddler in another stroller last night at dinner. And every time I went back to the UPPAbaby, I just feel the quality in it. I also love that the canopy does not hit my hands when I'm pushing it. You can put a parent organizer here so you have cup holders, which is really wonderful. Another thing I love is there's also a pocket right here behind the seat, which is wonderful for your phone, your keys, and every time I test a stroller that doesn't have that, I really miss it. Okay, moving on to the canopy. The canopy has really nice coverage right now, just in its upright position, and I love the peekaboo window. It has magnets, you can roll it up, it has some SPF to not let the sun in. I find that it is a great canopy, and when using the car seat adapter, I find that I still can see my baby through the peekaboo window, which I really like. The biggest downside for me on the canopy is there's like this loose fabric back here that I feel like people might not love. Usually they're tighter, but it's like it doesn't necessarily affect the push or function or anything like that. And it has this nice extension here. So you can see it has a solid amount of coverage, which is great for if you're going on long trips or gonna be out with your babies all day. Some parents have complained about when you go over a bump, sometimes one end will pop up on the canopy. I have not necessarily experienced that, but it is something I want to point out. Moving on to the seat back, it does have a nice sturdy padded seat back that's easy to wash, and then you can easily pop it off with the buckles. They're not magnetic, they're just straightforward, but I found they're very easy to use. And then it does have no rethread, which is great when you're going between a toddler and a baby. I will say it's decently upright in its most upright position. However, it is not a tall seat back. So my daughter, who is 2, who is very tall, her head is hanging over it already. Now, something I like about this is there's nothing behind here that's blocking it, so her head can go over. She could still potentially nap in this stroller, but there is no way my 3-year-old would be able to nap in this stroller. So that's something to keep in mind. If you have kids that nap in strollers, or you think you're going to have a child who naps in a stroller, they're gonna age out of this one a lot quicker than they are on some of the other ones. I will be doing a comparison to the Bugaboo Butterfly really soon here, so be sure you're subscribed if you're not already, so you don't miss that. But it's not the tallest seat back, it's not the shortest, but I do wanna make sure I call attention to that. I will say it is nice and upright. You can see it's one of the most upright seat positions. And with them including the bumper bar, it makes it even better because your child is able to also hold themselves up with the bumper bar. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna like the bumper bar because you can see it's very close here to the seat, but actually you can pop it open here. They have like a little button that you can easily push, and it's easy to get in and out. I didn't find that being an issue at all with my kids when putting them in and out, but it is definitely close. So something my toddler in particular, actually all of my kids have liked doing this, is especially when they're younger, they like to kick their feet up on the bumper bar. That's not possible with this one, but it is really easy to take on and off, and that's actually where the mechanism is where you'll put the car seat adapters and the bassinet adapters, which I'll get to in a minute, but I do like that it includes a bumper bar. And then the footrest is decent. It actually is kind of small, honestly, in my opinion, but it's nice that they include it, and it will be good for those babies in like the 6-month to probably 15 months. They'll be able to have their feet there. And then there is a really nice lower footrest. And I will say this is tall. If you have a tall child, they will definitely be comfortable on that lower footrest. I have 2 children who are very tall, like 99th percentile, and they were very comfortable with that lower footrest. In fact, my 2-year-old's legs even hung down a little bit. So she has room to grow on the footrest, and then you can easily access the basket from the front. In regards to recline, it is just a little like tension button here. You can pull it back, and it's got a decent recline. It is not a full flat recline, but I do think, I mean, I put my baby in here and she's 4 months old, almost 5, and she was very comfortable in it. I wish it was full flat just because that's my preference, but because you can use the bassinet, you can definitely start using this. They say 3 months. I think 4 probably is better with your baby in the seat at a younger age. And then to pull it back up, you just pull here and it comes up super easily. In regards to the basket, it can hold 20 pounds, which is very impressive. This does not go down at all, which is kind of inconvenient in regards to like putting bigger bags in here, but a 20-pound basket is great. A lot of its competitors only hold 10 pounds. And I actually liked, in one sense, that this was sturdy because I was having to go over a lot of curbs recently with my toddler, and it was really easy to navigate up and down because I could put my foot there to like pull it up. So I like that. You can also access it from the front. The brake is so easy to use. I love UPPAbaby brakes. It's red for braking and then green for going, and it's so easy to use. Very flip-flop friendly. It's probably one of my favorite brakes to use. And then the tires are actually bigger than a lot of its competitors, and it has good suspension. So in regards to push, this is gonna be one of the best options in the lightweight travel category because it has really good suspension as well as bigger wheels. This could definitely be an everyday stroller. And wait till I show you how you can use it with a newborn, because I do think this is one of the best options to use as your one and only stroller if you're really wanting to go lightweight and compact. So before I show you how you can use this from birth, let me show you how to fold the stroller because it is very nice. It is a true one hand, push this button, and it closes so easily. There is a lever here that has been upgraded with the V2 version and is super easy to undo, and then it has a carrying strap. Now, this is definitely not one of the smallest compact strollers. A lot of airplanes will not let you put it in the overhead bin, including Southwest, unless you take the wheels off, and even with the wheels off, it's a little bit wide. So I actually found a travel bag that you can use for this one that's $45. I know it adds more money to it. So gate checking is most of the time my preferred way to travel as someone who does not travel all the time and is not in Europe. I think I would change my mind if I was in those two scenarios. But as I have found as like an American traveler, it's really nice to be able to just check your bag and then have your baby in a carrier, walk down the airplane without having to carry a big stroller to then get the stroller up and have your baby, especially if you're traveling by yourself. So I do not think that's always the end of the world, but if you are looking for an option that fits in overhead bins or a lot of overhead bins, this might not be the best option for you. And then it opens really easy and you're ready to go. And it weighs just at 17 pounds. So it is definitely a lightweight option, not the lightest on the market, but for the quality and the suspension, it is easy to use with it being just at 17 pounds. Okay, let me show you how you can use this from birth. So confession time. One of the reasons I waited so long to review the UPPAbaby Minu was because I thought you had to take the seat off before using car seat adapters. However, you actually can leave the seat on and use the adapters. So that is a huge plus for me. Now I will say the seat is actually super easy to take off. I was really impressed with that, and I will do a video kind of walking you through the seats and all the adapters and things like that, how to put it on, so be sure to check that out if you do end up purchasing this stroller. But it works, it folds with the car seat adapters, it folds with the ones for the Nuna, which I have here, and then it also folds with the ones for the UPPAbaby, which I'll show you in a minute because I'm gonna show you how you can use it with a bassinet. That's so cool, but it is really easy. And then all their adapters are very straightforward on the Minu. This is not always the case with their strollers, but for the Minu, they're color-coded and very easy to use. Now that I have the car seat adapters attached, I have the Nuna Pippa Urban, and it just pops in like that. So easy. You can use the canopy with it. I can still see my baby through the peekaboo window. It works great as a travel system, but my favorite feature is that you can use this with a safe sleep bassinet. Not even the Jules Air or Baby Zen Yo-Yo have sleep safe, overnight sleep safe bassinets. So this is so cool. Up to this point, the Vista V2 has been sold with a bassinet. So what that means is there are a lot of bassinets out there on Marketplace and OfferUp if you're in the United States. So check those out. I don't know what the equivalent is in Europe, sorry. But check those out because you can find one for a really affordable price and be able to now use your lightweight travel stroller from birth. And I actually picked taking this with me to Vegas for the ABC Kids Expo a few weeks ago because I could do this bassinet. But it was easy to navigate all the different terrains. I love that the UPPAbaby bassinet, this works on the Cruise as well, so it's not just the Minu, but it's Minu, Vista, and Cruise. I love that it has this panel here, though this, like, depending on where the sun's at, it still does let some sun in. And then they have this nice mesh panel here on the back. for added airflow. While we were at the ABC Kids Expo, we actually ended up opening that a lot so she could see out and around. So then once you take the bassinet off, you're just gonna pop the car seat adapters down like this. I do find it folds a lot better if the seat's in the upright position. One-handed fold, and you're set to go. So who is the stroller best for? I think this is a great option for families who are looking for a lightweight, compact stroller for everyday use. Because you can use it with a safe sleep bassinet, because it folds with car seat adapters, because you have the seat and just a really good basket, really solid for handling a variety of terrains, this is a great option for families. And the fact that it's $400 compared to some of its competitors, it's still expensive. It's one of the more affordable high-end travel strollers, and I've been really impressed with that. If you are someone who flies all the time and needs something that will always fit in the overhead bin, or are often having to carry your stroller for long periods of time, this may not be the best option for you just because of how big it folds. But overall, this is a great option for families to consider. If you have any other questions about the stroller, be sure to comment below and shop through the links, please, to help support this channel. And if you want to see this compared to any other options, let me know below, because I am definitely going to be doing some comparisons to some of the other travel strollers. Thanks for watching.